After a horizontal opening round of the season in Daytona, we finally arrived at the Martinsville Speedway for the second race of this season. I'm your host, James Rawlings, on the James Gibby channel. You see it a lot on YouTube, then, guys. And welcome everybody to the second round of the Roblox World Nations Sports Car Championship. It's the Martinsville Speedway circuit for the Martinsville Grand Prix, and it's the qualifying session, and it's the second qualifying session of the season. This is so where Trade 2 will be battling out to fight for that all-important pole position for the race coming up, as coming up in the main event. So yeah, so we're looking forward to this. The setting is completely against sunset because the race will be a night time, will be dark. It will be the night sky in the dark. Yeah, we've got flashlights. The sun is setting. The sun is going down. Could be in the evening. So yeah, completely all the cases there. The moon is rising up there. Just a little bit, guys. As the sun is set, it's evening right now, and the circuit of the Martinsville Speedway. So we're looking forward to this, guys. So yeah, and after critical opening race of the season in Daytona last time I had the Daytona International Speedway for the Daytona Grand Prix, it was Australia who won the first race of the season, and they started at the front row of the grid for the start of the second qualifying session of the season here in Martinsville. So, at the Martinsville Speedway circuit in USA. So, yeah. So, we're looking forward to this. So, they'll be starting the front row alongside Germany. And we can see the country standing so far. Here we is to drive it. Here are the nations standing so far then. And it's Australia who's out in front with 8 points. Just 5 points clear with behind Germany with 25 points. So, just got to mess up my words there, guys. So, yeah, with my home country, the United Kingdom, or Great Britain, like to call it, or England, but I usually call it Great Britain, you have to call it, guys, or United Kingdom, or in third with 20 points, with Sweden and Russia playing the top 5 after the opening race this season in Daytona. That was indeed. As we're about to prepare for the second round qualifiers to get about to get underway. So yeah, so we're here for the second qualifiers of the season then, and this time it's at the Martinsville Speedway. Hopefully there'll be some lot of games going for these 22 countries. So yeah, looking forward to this then. And we've got a new information format we've got for qualifying for this race, for this race weekend, or actually this whole race, this racing actions to come, like in this main event coming up. This is so yeah. Throughout this session we got for this Grand Prix here in Martinsville. Okay, so for this race session weekend, this is here at the Martinsville Circuit Speedway. This is around this oval circuit track course, and for this we have a new information we got for you for qualifying, guys. It's now appearing on the screen right now. Then, so yeah, it's called the next race qualifying grid setup, starting grid setup. Then for the next qualifying session of the season. So yeah, of this championship, this is in the World Nations Sports Car Championship on Roblox. This is so yeah. So for this setup for this next race qualifying grid, for this grid slot setup, that is for this race for this Grand Prix, for this qualifying session. This is so yeah. So for the next qualifying session in the next race, the country will all the countries, all 22 countries, all the countries will be in their finishing order from the last race, was from back to the European races season back in Daytona, where they finished in the last race they have finished then. Where they finished in the race results they have finished in the last race. That was in the Daytona Grand Prix at the Daytona International Speed. And the winner was Australia. So they'll be starting the front row alongside Germany, with my country, the UK, in third and Sweden in fourth. So yeah. So from yeah. Instead of alphabetical order, instead of that, we will determine the grid order for the next race qualifying session. And that's what we set up right now just so far. Australia, the win from the first race. In the championship so far was fifth in the last race. United States and Japan nearly got the podium after that pit lane incident. For was trying to put Italy to the pit because they were disqualified from the last race. Meaning we start at the back of the pack. I mean, it started at the back of the grid, the back of the pack for this qualifying session this weekend. For this Grand Prix, yeah, here in Martinsville Speedway. So yeah. So this point was up for Italy. So that pit lane incident in front of Japan, unfortunately that cost them to missed out on the podium in the last race in Daytona and completely missed it out completely. And therefore dropped out behind the United States and they did manage to score to get a point. They managed to face in 10th and got the last point and they got one viable point they got unfortunately for the last race in Daytona. They managed to score a point in that race by the end of the race the last race in Daytona, in the opening race at the opening round of the season. And unfortunately, this has not been a good start to the season for Japan either for that country in Asia with the red circle spot in the middle there. Hopefully, we'll turn up for it in this qualifying session this weekend, and hopefully, can they make it through into Q3 for the second time this season? We're about to find out here. So, let's see who will be. Let's see as we're ready to begin qualifying. Starting with Q1, we will be in qualifying 1 for the Martinsville GP Grand Prix. So we're ready to get underway here around this Martinsville Speedway circuit, at this oval circuit in America. So let's see who we get publicity, guys. So we're ready to begin qualifying. Begin with Q1 of this qualifying session of the season. For beginning of race 2 of this Roblox One Nation Sports Car Championship. Now remember then, guys, there was some fast lanes and slow lanes around this track, around the circuit around the speedway circuit of Martinsville. I mean, there will be so the country will probably to try to gain some or lose valuable time, lose some ground or gain some ground for the field and try their best, try not get themselves knocked out at the end of qualifying, not be eliminated from the end of qualifying by the end of the race, by the end of the qualifying sprint, and unfortunately they don't want to be knocked out and be eliminated and missed out the whole session and skipped out and ruled out the rest of the main unfortunately not taking part in the next throughout the whole qualifying session then instead. So that will be disappointed. I will be for some of the countries that will be limited by the end of the Q1 there. So yeah, a lot of pace to gain and losing ground around the circuit, around this speedway circuit in Martinsville, and how we try to how to tackle these 4 twisting corners, 4 turns around the circuit, 4 left-handers, and hopefully which one of the 22 countries guys who you think is going to take pole position. And the battery's running low means I need to charge it up. So let's begin qualifying to begin then here in Martinsville Speedway. So all the countries are lined up and ready to go. As we wait, and we're waiting for the race flags muzzle post system to turn the lights to green. And we'll begin this qualifying session easily. Then for this qualifying sprint, to see who will be the 6 furthest countries to be eliminated, be knocked out at the end of Q1 by the end of the third lap in this 3-lap race in both qualifiers until we get to the last lap of the race. So we need to go. We're waiting for it to begin. Here we go. It's activating now, and here we go. It's turned red, yellow, and it's green, and we're racing, and they're on. Here we go. The second qualifying session of the season, the Roblox One Nation Sports Car Championship is underway. Here they go through into turn 1. Who's going to lead the pack after the first corner on the circuit? There's a lovely 4 turns in by the speedway circuit. But as it's Brazil, the South American country, is in the pack there after the first straightaway. They're going on the straightaway. They're going through now after the first 2 corners. Through to corner 3 and 4, turn 3 and 4. Around the next double left-hander there at turn 3 and 4. So yeah, corner towards that corner, and Australia is took by the lead from Brazil as they end the first lap there. Wales in second place, Portugal in third, and Netherlands further back. They could be eliminated by the end of Q1, like they had in the last race in Daytona. Australia lead the way. Finland's gaining some ground there on the fast lane, getting on the quickest lane, the accelerating lanes. Yeah, getting on the quickest part of the circuit, not the slowest part or the fast part, quickest part on the circuit. Then get on the fast lane part. Then Finland's move up in second place there, but Australia is leading the pack then. So we come into the last lap of this first qualifying session of the Martinsville Grand Prix at the Martinsville Speedway. And finally, it's all way further down in the last place there. As we'll hopefully where's the chicken fly? I need to try and get it out then. Oh dear me. Where is it? There, okay, got it in my hands. Great sweet. It's number 9 it is. as we ready to end this session there. As we see all the drivers, not drivers, all the countries are ready for heading to the last call right now. And looks like the winner of this first leg of qualifying will go to Australia. So Australia will win the first leg then. So well done to them. They're through. As that way crossing the line, it looks like Spain, Italy, Mexico, Portugal, Germany, and France will be eliminated at the end of the first qualifying session of round 2 of this Martinsville qualifying session. So yeah, they will be eliminated by the end of the first qualifying session to be knocked out at the end of Q1. Disaster for Germany, second in the race there. In the last race in Daytona, they appears on the podium alongside with Australia and the United Kingdom. Unfortunately, they've been knocked out at the end of Q1. Disappointing for Germany, though. They're going to be started down in 21st place for the race tomorrow. United States and the United Kingdom barely made it through, thanks completely, but China unfortunately they're out again. And for some of that, then, so yeah, so Germany, the country that got second place and running second of the championship after the first race in Daytona, has been knocked out at the end of Q1. So disaster for Germany and for France, both being eliminated at the end of Q1. At the end, and then being eliminated from the host session then. So disaster that is for Germany. But actually, basically, I think, guys, China was actually. I didn't see China. China was actually in that fight with Mexico, Portugal, and Italy there, and the face with and Germany as well. I didn't see them. Thought they got ahead of them, but unfortunately, I did not see them going was in at the bottom of the pack there. So unfortunately, I messed it up there, guys. So basically, accidentally, Spain just barely made it through into Q2. But there, guys, they made it through to the next part qualified. They made it through, guys. Well done for Spain. I didn't realise that China was involved with that, and even France didn't care. Much that Germany did about it. Unfortunately, Germany got second in the Daytona Grand Prix at Daytona International Speedway last race in no race this season. In the last race in race 1, have been knocked down and been eliminated from qualifying. They're going to sit out for the rest of this qualifying season. That's it, and they're going to start at the back of the field with France alongside at the back of the field there. Oh, but good thing that no one made it through. Barely China didn't. But just avoid that started at the back of the field. They're going to be starting in 20th place. They're going to be starting the race in. So yeah, they're going to be starting in the next, and then the second time they've been knocked out at the end of Q1 they have now. Then indeed, so yeah. So eliminated from Q1, guys. So the countries that have been knocked out. So the 6 countries who been knocked out in Q1, guys, and they are Italy, Mexico, Portugal, China, Germany, and France. Q2 will begin underway shortly, guys, until we get this grid set up for the second race start of the second race of this Roblox World Nations Sports Car Championship here at the Martinsville Speedway Circuit. That we're at now. So yeah, not the International Speedway, it's a Speedway Circuit. This is so yeah. So we'll hope we have the second quarter set up the season. We'll really plan out. We'll get Q2 underway a bit in a couple of minutes. So, the remaining 60 countries, including Hungary and Canada on the forward this time now, are through to the second quarter session then. So, yeah. So, the countries are back of the grid now. Are back on the grid now again. We're lined up again. Wait for the second part of qualifying to get underway. So, Q2 will get underway. As we'll wait for the green marks will turn green. The second quarter session will begin. So, let's do this. So, yeah. Good for Hungary made it through then. So yeah, the back of the grid is the same in Speedway City in Daytona for that first race of the season then. But we're here now to begin wave to begin the second part of qualifying for the Martinsville Grand Prix around the Martinsville Speedway Circuit and see which of the top 10 the top 10 country will advance through into the top 10 shootout into the fans and make the cutout for Q3 for the final part qualifying in see which of the 10 the fastest countries ahead of the country 10 greatest countries 10 countries will be advancing through advance to the next part of who will advance to the next to the final part of qualifying into Q3 and see which of the farthest 6 countries will be eliminated by the end of the second qualifying session, by the end of the session, and see who would the 6 farthest countries were behind will be eliminated and be knocked out at the end of Q2. We're about to find out here in the Martinsville Speedway circuit in Martinsville. So the coins are lined already as the race flag signal marshal post turns red and it's yellow there as it turns to green. We're about to get we'll get underway for the second part qualifying here in Martinsville Speedway. We're on the way and they're off. 60 remaining countries left at this left then as we get second part qualifying gets underway for another 3-lap sprint and see which of the 10 farthest ahead these countries straight up ahead or up ahead countries will make it through to the final part to make the cut and make it into the final part qualifying into Q3 and see which of the 10 and which of the 6 slowest countries will be eliminated from the end of the session. As we complete the first lap on slot to the lead the way, it's Finland and it's ahead of Argentina and Australia there for second and third place there. Australia are falling back a bit then since they're still on the front row at the start of the session there, at the start of this second part qualified there. But it's Finland out of front, ahead of Mahonku, the UK in second place, Japan in third, and then headed Brazil. So for the country and Mahonku, the UK, United Kingdom that takes the lead. They head towards the start finish straight away as they will begin the final lap of this race. I mean not the race, the final part, the second part qualifying then. Which are the 6 farthest countries will be eliminated by the end of the session then, guys. Well, hopefully, maybe I think the Netherlands will be eliminated too. We might be eliminated. Might be started in 16th place spot that will be started on the grid for tomorrow. So yeah, as they're coming through now onto the final 2 corners, they're going to be coming through indeed. So yeah, so we're ready to check a flag, and it will be which of the country will be advancing through into the shootout. So yeah. As we wait to check a flag, that's not the check a flag, this it says, and we wait it, and it's Switzerland who will win the second leg then. And we see the clear position lined up, but unfortunately, I think India, Argentina, Switzerland, Spain, Japan, and the Netherlands, I think they will be eliminated and be knocked out by the end of Q2 there, guys. So the UK, my Hong made it get through again, guys, but unfortunately, Japan, who got the pole position in the last race, in the last qualifying session, in the first ever qualifying session in Daytona, but they got that then. Unfortunately, they've been eliminated and been knocked out at the end of qualifying 2 here at the Martinsville Speedway circuit. So disaster though for Japan, the Asian country. That's disappointing for them. After that pit incident in the race in Daytona last time out, they are not making it through, unfortunately, into the top 10 so then. The United States did barely made it through into the top 10 there, and so did the United States there. And Switzerland barely was the one that leg though. Well done to them to making it through this far then, so yeah. But this is a point though for Japan. We'll be joining the Netherlands and other countries, and we'll fill them out then and see. Well, hopefully we're not going to have a replay for that then, for that replay for the finish replay at the finish line. So yeah. So we look at the first line by the end of qualifying 2 there, but it's been fine. So we'll see, and we'll be taking a look at see which of the 6 countries have been eliminated by the end of qualifying 2 then, guys. And when we come back, we'll see, we will notice and we'll see which of the 6 farthest countries have been eliminated at the end of qualifying 2. Do you see on the replay there? And we can see Greece just barely made it through into the final part to qualify. They made it through to the top 10 sooner than for Q3, but unfortunately, just preventing Argentina and for Sweden, they are eliminated and been knocked out of Q2. So barely then, Greece managed to get through into the final part of qualifying and managed to get through to the top 10 sooner than it's ready for Q3 to begin in a couple of minutes then. But unfortunately, it's just barely missed out. They're hoping to probably try their best to get into the top 10 soon into Q3 then for the very first time this season. But unfortunately, they just missed out and they're starting the race tomorrow in P11, that is. Volunteer just buying P12, so yeah. And unfortunately for Japan, the pole sitter from the last race in Daytona have been knocked out and they're being eliminated from Q2 then. So the next 6 countries, so the 6 countries who failed to make it into the top 10, so they failed to make the cut for Q3, and they are India, Argentina, Sweden, Spain, Japan, and the Netherlands. From Holland or Dutch. And the Netherlands, yeah. They'll all be eliminated. So the 10 furthest countries that make it free, are going through to the top 10 to the cut for to fight to top 10 shootout for the fight out for pole position then, and they are the United States, Australia, Greece, Brazil, Switzerland, Denmark, Norway, Finland, Russia, and my home country, Great Britain and United Kingdom. So which of the 10 countries will get pole position, guys? Will kind of all important pole position in the second one of the season, and who get the which of the countries will get the second pole position, that second pole here at the Martinsville Speedways, and start the second round of the Roblox 1A Sport Cup Championship here at the Martinsville Speedway Circuit on pole position for the race tomorrow, for the main event race here. So who will be claiming that pole, guys? Which country will be on pole position for the second round of this Roblox 1A Sports Cup Championship season here at the Martinsville Speedway Circuit? We're about to find out. We'll get Q3 underway in a couple of moments, in just a couple of minutes. So we're back in about a few minutes then. We'll begin underway shortly then, and we'll begin the fire park qualifying and see which of the 10 countries will get pole position for the Martinsville Speedway race for the Martinsville Grand Prix race tomorrow. Let's find out. So this is it then, guys. This is the moment we're building up to this then, guys. This is it. The 5-lap shootout challenge. The top 10 shootout. The 5 laps for this 5-lap sprint shootout for pole position. The fire park qualified 3. The 10 countries on the great way to begin this 5-lap sprint, and whichever country is at the front will be starting the race on pole position for the whichever country will be at the front will be on pole position for the race tomorrow. But which one would it be? Which of the 10 countries? Which of the 10 countries? Would it be my Hungary, United Kingdom, or would it be someone else? Let's find out. And we're ready to begin this 5-lap sprint shootout here at the Martinsville Speedway. So which one will fight for that pole position? It's a fight for pole position. Let's see, which one would it be? The race for the Martinsville pole position is coming on for the very last time for this qualifier this evening. Who will be on pole position as the green Martinsville pole turns green, and we're underway. The final shootout of the top 10 shootout of this 5-part qualifying 3 in Q3 is underway. So 5 laps will determine which one of the 10 drive will claim that all-point pole position. Remember, whichever credits at the front will be on pole position for the race tomorrow. But which one will it be? They go on the far side there, spraying out so far for it, but who's out front so far? It's Russia. The Russia Federation are in the lead then. So Russia, the country formation in the lead. Second is the United States of America. So America in second place. Russia leading out ahead of United States. That country is invading on the war with Ukraine very much clearly down. We'll be getting the second lap of this one, for this 5-part qualifying then here at this Martinsville Speedway Circuit. But which one of them will dominate this track? Dominates the Speedway Circuit and will conquer the all annual pole position for the race tomorrow, for the Martinsville Speedway Grand Prix race tomorrow. We're about to buy that silly though. We only got 3 more laps to go after this one then. But Russia out in front. But it's Russia out in front. Had Australia in second place. Greece are in third. Swiss in fourth. United States fifth. United Kingdom third. Down in P9 so far then. Brazil and Norway fighting out then. On the start phase, we might have a good replay of that as we've seen them fighting about then. So we can't see them going all around the left hand again for the third time round for this third lap then. The first time round on this third lap of this 5-lap shootout sprint for this qualifying setup in Q3. So we've got 2 more laps after this one then. Side by side there between the battle between Switzerland and Brazil, between Norway, Greece and Brazil there. They're finding they moved it up the field there. They're storming their way up the field there. Can they hunt down Russia by the end of the session there? Well, they're running out of time to do that. Russia's clearing out the front, and hopefully they'll take the pole position after this when they see the chicken fly that Brazil on its way, storming its way now ahead of Australia. They're fighting now. Then obviously second place goes Brazil. Brazil not into the second place on the front world, but can they keep can they stick with this the front row? They're going into the last of the race. White flag is out here in Daytona. 1 lap to go. Final lap. Here we go. White flag is out. The very last lap, guys. 5 out of 5. Lap 5. This is the final lap of this first quarter. Can't Bristol stick to their all opponent, stick on the front wheel alongside Bristol, and can it stay pole position from there? But looks like Sweden is on the outside lane, but looks like Bristol defended though. Worcester, well, that country who's got a lot of with the leader factory put it on about it then, but they're heading towards the cross the line now. But I don't think someone almost going to stop Worcester from getting this pole, but it's too late for now. Worcester will be on. It has got pole position for the Martinsville race tomorrow. So Worcester gets pole position, takes pole position here at the Martinsville Speedway circuit, and they'll be starting on pole alongside Brazil on the front row. Congratulations, and with the president, Vladimir Putin, the president of Worcester, that country, invaded Ukraine. Well done to Worcester. There you the country. This is the country that will start on pole position for the race tomorrow. Excellent work there for Worcester. Congratulations, pole position. Incredible work stuff there for Worcester there. Wow. Amazing work there for Worcester. Wow. I'm so excited for them to get pole position. Congratulations to them. Well to the bridge. They stick the front wheel. They locked out the front wheel. They kept that all the point in second place there throughout by the end of the qualifier there. But it's Worcester. Congratulations to them. They have clinched the pole position. They're on pole position. There will be Worcester is on pole for the race tomorrow. So congratulations to Worcester. Good to see. Well done. Thank you everybody for coming into this to see this one very much clear then. So well done everybody. But this country, Worcester, well done to them. They're on pole position for the race tomorrow. Well done to them. As the country from Asia has done it again.
As we can see on the replay there at the end of the shootout, and we see that Brazil went on the fast lane on the track, and they were gaining and closing down on Worcester there for the all-pole position, but instead had to sail on the further alongside of them, and that was a good combat drive from Brazil, and they will be starting the race in second.
So, here's the qualifier results for the Martinsville Grand Prix, for the qualifier results that is, guys. So yeah. So here's the result on the screen right now, guys, and it's Worcester who takes pole position for the race tomorrow as he stormed up throughout the competition there, and they managed to steal that pole position they had in mind. So that country invading Ukraine very much clearly during the war, because of that was owned by the president of Worcester. Not the United States, that cause. That's President Joe Biden. That's the president of Russia I'm talking about, guys. About the president, yeah, Vladimir Putin, yeah, invading, yeah, that country that he declared the war on Ukraine very much locally around the whole from the state of Ukrainian so far. Then, so yeah, but well done to them. They managed to get pole position for the race tomorrow for the Martinsville Grand Prix Speedway, and for the Martinsville Grand Prix tomorrow. Brazil will be alongside on the front row. Great work, confident, good comeback drive there for Brazil there. That was a good drive throughout the whole set, and they managed to storm their way back through the field, come back through the field from last, been knocked out, and got 3 into Q3 in the last race then in Daytona, and they managed to do it again. But instead they'll be on the front row with Russia. Norway, third place there, means they'll be starting on the second row of the grid. So well done to Norway after being eliminated from qualifying after starting 21st in the first race in Daytona. They'll be starting on the front of the grid, looking forward to try to get their first points of the season so far. Then it will be Australia, the Australian country that leading the championship in P1 on the second row of the grid, looking forward to looking for another win. Then they might be aim for a top 10 finish, but in the race tomorrow, hopefully they'll do that. Simplify for that country in Oceania. They'll probably try to do. Then for the race. So yeah, Switzerland 5th place. Then they got then. So well done to Switzerland. Then the one with the cross. Then with the crisscross pattern, there's plus sign. I mean the start the race in P5 for tomorrow. And then we've got Hong Kong, the UK, Great Britain, United Kingdom, 6th place then. So the UK are in 6th, head to Greece in 7th place. Then it's the United States of America, USA have got our first Thursday in 8th place. Qualified in P8 then, so they'll be starting on row 4 on the grid. And just behind them is Denmark and then Finland, rounding up the top 10. Then the rest of the field then, the rest of the field then. The rest of the all the 22 countries are competing for this championship season of the Roblox One Nation Sports Car Championship. So look at the rest of the results of the other countries there. India will be 11th, Argentina 12th, by Sweden. Then Spain. Disappointed for them to be eliminated after they got 4th in the last race in Daytona. I mean, they're going to be starting in P14 for tomorrow's race at the Martinsville Speedway. This starts the first Spain there in that qualifier for that, guys. Disappointed for them, for the Spaniard, for the Spaniard or Hispania, for Spanish crowds, to Spanish fans counting on their country very much clear. That means they're 14th, Japan 15th, head of the Netherlands, Italy 17th, then it's Mexico in 18th, Portugal 19th, China 20th, Germany 2nd place in the championship, so way back of the pack. They're going to be starting the back of the grid then, alongside, and then France will be starting in dead last for the race tomorrow. See ya. Disappointed for France and Germany, but good for happy days and good, glorious, happy times for Russia though, as they get and for Brazil. They're on the front row on the grid and for Russia. They have the pole position they needed then, and they'll be starting pole position for the main race tomorrow, guys. So yeah, and we're looking forward to that next time out, guys. Well, that is it for qualifying now for the sunset. As the sun goes down now. Good qualifier at sunset then in the evening then, and we'll be going into night time. Then we'll be back tomorrow, guys, for the Martinsville Grand Prix race then, and see if Russell could turn this race into a victory then. So yeah, can Russell turn this from pro to victory? He could turn this race from pro to victory for the race tomorrow. Well, we're about to find out tomorrow, guys. But anyway, guys, thanks for both for watching this video. If you do like this video, please leave a like down below and leave a comment down below if you want me to do, if you like this video or not. Then, and please subscribe to my channel if you like it or not. So yeah, leave a comment down below, and what do you think of this video? And please subscribe to my channel if you're new to my channel, if you're new to as a fan of mine, or new to as a fan of mine. If you're a fan of mine, if you like this video the best, or purely for that, it is from myself indeed. But hey guys, hope you guys enjoyed that qualifier session for the Martinsville Grand Prix at the Martinsville Speedway circuit, guys. Hope you enjoyed it if I did 5 of mine, then see ya. That's my see ya. But hey guys, hope you guys enjoyed this one, guys. Thank you both for watching this video, guys, and we will see you guys for the race tomorrow. But guys, thanks both for watching, and we'll see you later for the race. But guys, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for the race. But guys, hope to see you then. But guys, until next time, guys, we'll see you next time. Goodbye.